The year 2023 ends with the highest ever box office collections by the Indian film industry, marking a record breaking year in revenue generation. It was also a year of redemption for Bollywood. Analysts point out that the Hindi film industry is one of the last sectors to recover from the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic. Bollywood's stellar performance in 2023 was led by four blockbusters, which entered the select 500 crore rupees club. Shah Rukh Khan played a lead in two of them, Jawan and Pathan. The other two blockbusters were Sunny Deol's comeback movie Gadar 2 and Ranbir Kapoor's late entrant Animal, which garnered 512 crore rupees in the span of first 3 weeks in December. South Indian films like Leo and Rajnikant's starrer Jailer also made it to the top earners of the year. According to a report by Omax Media, Hindi films raked in 41% of the money in 2023 between January and November. The collection saw an increase of 7% over the same period last year. Bollywood was followed by Telugu, Tamil, and Hollywood movies, selling a significant amount of movie tickets.
This is definitely a comeback year for Bollywood in one way or the other, because if I just to give you some context to it, right? So in 2021, the percentage contribution of Bollywood was 19% to the total India gross. The same number currently in 2023 is at 44%. We've also had 3 releases which have managed to cross the 600 crore mark, which is an unprecedented feat, right? We are talking about Jawan, Pathan, and Gadar 2 in this case. Similarly, in 2021, you just had 2 Hindi films in the top 10 gross contribution list, right? The same number for this year will be anywhere between 7 or 8, depending on how Dunki performs. So in kind of all the metrics, you have different directional understanding that, Bollywood has definitely done well.
In calendar year 2022, the Indian box office raked in 10,600 crore rupees, slightly below the pre-pandemic level. However, industry estimates for 2023 suggest overall box office collection to have surpassed the 2019 level, reaching 11,000 crore rupees till early December. The releases of Dunki and Salar in late December are expected to contribute additional 1,100 crore rupees. The cumulative collection for the year is poised to exceed 12,000 crore rupees. So, what drove Bollywood's remarkable comeback?
The very first learning is Bollywood has definitely delivered on ability to provide theatrical experiences which are worth paying for, right? And post-pandemic, we've seen this very important factor that the reason why to watch this film in the theater has become even more important. So for a Jawan or a Pathan, it would be the spectacle, the action or return of Shah Rukh in an action avatar, right? Or for Gadar, it'll also be about getting the same nostalgia that I got when I saw the first film, right? So it's more like a connect that you have with the franchise, right? So Bollywood's ability to give this theater-worthy experience is something that we've delivered on. Similarly, the second reason I think is Bollywood's ability to create products for which people would want to pay more ticket price for. Just to give you context, the average ticket price for Jawan was 226 rupees. A year back, the national average ticket price was around 187 rupees. So if you're making products which people want to pay more for, then definitely your box office revenue will increase.
Another key theme in Bollywood's revival was collaboration with South Indian stars on and off the screen. For instance, Jawan's producers roped in Tamil filmmaker Atlee while also casting actors like Nayanthara and Vijay Sethupathi. The film then managed to earn 94 crore rupees in the southern territories. Similarly, in Animal, Telugu director Sandeep Reddy Wanga was booked to direct the film. Following this revival, Indian multiplexes saw 2 consecutive years of steady revenue, overcoming the challenges of pandemic-related closures. The merger of PVR and Inox cinemas to become India's leading film exhibitor, with over 18% screen share, has been instrumental in this recovery. PVR Inox cinemas turned its bottom line positive in the second quarter of FY24, after consecutive quarters of losses. It also anticipates a strong growth in Q3 FY24 as well. As movie enthusiasts and film exhibitors eagerly wait for 2024, can Bollywood sustain its dream run?
See, mediocrity doesn't sell now. People have become very smart and they've got options in the form of OTT. So OTT is a very, very formidable opposition which we have to live with now. We can't wish it away. The industry can't wish it away. So because the audience in India is exposed to world cinema, it now has to compete with world cinema. So the writers, filmmakers, they all have to pull up their socks. If they don't pull up their socks, they'll become dinosaurs and they'll be left behind in the race. So I think the biggest learning is that you keep reinventing yourself. You give content which matches international standards now, not just this national. And plus, if you can't compete with them technically, at least give compelling content. See, our Indian audience is very, very undemanding. If you give them great content, they don't mind technical shortcomings. But if there is no great content, then they want at least the film to be made technologically and technically very sound. They want it very sound.
The year 2024 will see some big releases like Hrithik Roshan's Fighter, multi-starrer Kalki, Singham Again and Bhool Bhulaiya 3, which are fueling the hopes for 2024. In 2023, 3 films starring SRK each surpassed the 600 crore rupees mark. Analysts point out that the industry will require additional releases of a similar caliber to replicate such success in 2024 while continuing to deliver cinematic experiences worthy of the big screen.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
He's making plans for an early retirement. Business Standard.